Hare Krishna. Let's dive into Meera's journey. Meera wasn't a superhero. She was talented professional stuck in the performance trap, a cycle of working hard but feeling constantly empty. Meera was an IT professional, designer at tech firm. On the surface, she was successful, but internally she was crumbling. She lived in a state of attachment. Every time she submitted a design, her self-worth was on the line. If the boss liked it, she was on high dopamine. If the client asked for a change, she felt like a failure. Meera was a slave to the fruit of labor because her happiness depended on something she couldn't control. She had no peace. She decided to experiment with Karma Yoga. She started a side project, an app to help local farmers to sell products. This time, she made a pact with herself. The goal is not about users. The goal is to make the most intuitive interface possible today. Instead of checking social media for inspiration, she focused on the pixels. By removing the need for success, she removed the fear of failure. With no fear, her brain prefrontal cortex worked at 100% capacity. Her design became a revolutionary because she wasn't afraid to be wrong. Midway through her project, a major investor backed out of the firm and layoff began. The office was a sea of panic. Meera felt the familiar grip of terror. Instead of drowning in the panic, Meera practiced being a witness to her own emotions. She would say, "I feel fear rising in my chest," rather than "I'm afraid." This tiny linguistic shift created a gap between her soul and her stress. While her colleagues spent hours gossiping about who would be fired, Meera used the time to polish her skills. She realized that worrying about layoff wouldn't stop it, but improving her values would make her employable regardless of the outcome. Meera eventually faced a choice: stay at a high-paying job where she felt like a cog in a machine, or commit to the farmer market app. Gita teaches that it is better to do your own dharma imperfectly than to do someone else perfectly. She realized her dharma was design that app that connect the people, not designed to sell ads. She resigned because she had practiced discipline. She has saved enough money because she had practiced equanimity. She didn't panic about the lack of steady paychecks. 3 years later, Meera app didn't just succeed, it transformed her local economy. But the success the Gita speaks was not the award she won. It was mastery of self. She reduced her cognitive load by not worrying about result. She saved mental energy for actual work. Her resilience. When setback happened, her inner witness allowed her to pivot in days, whereas others took months to recover emotionally. Her authenticity, because she followed her dharma. Her work had a unique soul that competitors couldn't replicate with AI or templates. Meera realized success isn't a destination you arrive at. It is the quality of consciousness you bring to the present moment. Gita teaches that inaction is not an option. Even not choosing is a choice. Success belongs to the person who acts with clear purpose, a disciplined mind, and a heart that isn't tampered. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your action. Worrying about what comes next only fragments your mind. Whatever happened, happened for a reason. Whatever is happening for good. Whatever will happen will also happen for the good. Instead of trying to solve the problems that haven't happened. Channelize your energy into Chintan rather than worry. Do your duties honestly. Accept that final outcome belong to the forces larger than yourself and find peace in the present moment. Krishna defines a steady mind as one that remains undisturbed by adversity and unattached to success. True internal stability comes from staying balanced through life's inevitable up and downs. This is the journey of Meera. Let's meet in some other story. Hare Krishna.